Hi, I'm Kim Ingram and I'm the Conference Secretary. And in this video, I want to tell you a little bit about what to expect at Annual Conference this year. Now, hopefully you've already watched the Bishop's video or you will watch it next because he will tell you about the theme, the speakers, and the offering. And I'm not going to cover those things in this video. I do want to talk a bit about the agenda. We have several new things on the agenda this year, and I hope you'll be able to join us on Thursday afternoon for our 12 pre-annual conference workshops. They are for clergy and laity, and they will be held in Shackford and other spaces at the lake. But you do have to register, so you want to go to the conference site to register for those. And then at 3:30 we will have the clergy session, and at the same time the laity will be meeting for a workshop on participating in abundant life. It will be from 4 to 5:30 on June the 20th, Thursday afternoon, and will teach us how to rethink evangelism and outreach. So plan to participate in that so that you can gain new tools and resources to help reach your community in new ways. Another thing for laity this year that will be new is the laity session that will be held Thursday night at 7 p.m. And during this time, laity will meet in Stewart Auditorium to learn about laity programs and initiatives from the Board of Laity and to hear about General Conference from some of the lay delegates. And there will be ice cream. So if you are a lay person and you can make it to the lake on Thursday night, please plan to join us for that session. Now on Thursday afternoon following the clergy session, there will be a ministry celebration to celebrate persons being licensed as local pastors, ordained as elders and deacons, and commissioned as provisional members, and everyone who's at the lake at that time are invited to join. On Friday, we will officially kick off annual conference with our opening worship service and Holy Communion that starts at 10:30. And then after the lunch break, our opening business session will begin at 1:30. And this will be doing a lot of the organizational business that we do as we get started. Nominations, rules, organization, those kind of things. Other agenda items that will be important for you to pay attention to and do preparation in advance include the 2025 budget. And Mark King and others will do videos to explain more about that. So please look for those on the website. We only have 2 petitions that will not go on the consent calendar this year, in addition to the financial things. So be sure to check out the petitions that are in the program and reports book and also in the supplement. On Saturday, there will be presentations in all 3 plenary sessions focusing on the theme of annual conference. And finally, we will close with a worship service on Sunday at 10 o'clock. Now, I've only given you the highlights, so please look at the full agenda and the special event calendar that are posted online at the annual conference website, which is www.ac2024.org. The program and reports book is already published there, and the supplement will be there soon, so you can find out much more information on that page. When you arrive at annual conference, registration is being held on the 3rd floor of the Terrace Hotel, where it has been for the last number of years. So you want to check in there first to get your name tag. It will open on Thursday at 11 o'clock, and it will close on Friday at 4 o'clock, and it will be organized again this year by district. If you are staying on the Lake Junaluska property, you'll get your housing registration, your keys at the Bethea Welcome Center right when you enter onto the Lake Junaluska campus. This year, because of an action of the annual conference last year, the supplement will be available online in advance, but it will not be printed for all members of the conference. So you will want to have that on a device or maybe print a couple of the pages that might be most important to you, but we will not be handing out the supplement at registration. You will get the worship book as a printed book, and we will put the schedule in the front of that so that you will have a printed copy of the schedule. Now, of course, most of the time we spend at annual conferences is spent in business and worship. And so you'll want to plan to look at when those times are. Guests are always welcome at our worship services, and there are numerous, so please plan to join us for that. There are places that you can watch worship and business from around the lake if you're not able to come into Stewart Auditorium to do that. But we do have some accessibility options. There will be transcription once again, which will be held near the front of Stewart Auditorium, and someone will be transcribing everything that is said, and it'll be on a large screen for people for whom that is useful. We are introducing ASL interpretation again this year during worship, And we will have Spanish language interpretation for the first time. So if Spanish is your first language, we will have headsets and interpreters, and you'll be able to pick those up in the lobby of Stewart Auditorium where the usher desk is held. Lots of other opportunities that I want to tell you just a few of them. One is that we are going to text for the first time this year so that you can get some updates about annual conference through texting. Now, we are aware that people don't want too many texts, so we won't be sending a lot of texts. But when something new has been posted online, or when we are together at annual conference and you need some information about what is coming next, you would get a text message. You have to sign up for it, so go to AC2024.org to sign up to receive text messages. If you were at annual conference last year, you'll remember that John Wesley joined us across the Junaluska campus in several different outfits. Joining John Wesley this year are Harry Hosier and Fanny Crosby. If you go to the Program and Reports book, you can learn a lot more about who they are and their historical connection to Methodism. It's on page 48 in the Program and Reports book, and there's a QR code, and you can take a picture of the QR code to learn more about them. We encourage you to take pictures with all three of these characters while you're at Lake Junaluska and post them on social media. We also are going to celebrate with Friday Night Connect at annual conference again. We will have a food truck, and our food truck is called Holy Cow, and Holy Cow supports the Haywood Pathway Center. They have served over 19,000 meals from their food truck, and it goes to provide food, shelter, and services to persons in Haywood County. So on Friday night after we adjourn, you'll want to stay around to have dinner as part of the food truck. We'll also have an Asheville jam band called Big Blue, and they'll be performing in the tent between Stewart and Harrell. There will be family fun this year on Friday night with a climbing wall, a bounce house, and other kids' activities sponsored by the Western North Carolina Camps. This is not limited to annual conference members, so it will be open to Lake Junaluska residents or others in the community that can come and hang out on Friday night with us. There will also be yoga. Justice and Jazz will be held again this year, but registration is required, so you'll want to do that in advance. There's going to be a bonfire worship with s'mores, several different kinds of games, and much more. So plan to participate in some of these activities on Friday night. In order to keep us focused, we will have Abide and Breathe. These will be guided morning and midday prayers, spiritual direction, and individual prayer times. And more information will be available about that in the advanced publications and when you arrive at the lake. There's some things that you have come to count on when you arrive at the lake. The first of these I want to mention is the Neighbor Way Camp for Kids. If you need childcare during the annual conference session, this will provide childcare, but it's open to other children who will be at the lake as well. They've done a great job of preparing for our children's program, and you'll want to be a part of the camp. Also, we encourage you to use the shuttle system around the lake. So when you arrive, go ahead and find a parking place, and then the shuttles will be around, driving around the lake to get you where you need to go. During the meal times, there will be food available provided by Lake Junaluska, both in the dining rooms and at the food court. So plan just to come and stay at the lake for the entire day. And then we will also have the resource fair vendors again this year. They will be in the downstairs level of the Harrell Auditorium. And we will have new this year break sponsors. So some additional things to make annual conference fun and interesting and surprising you as we go along. There is so much more than I can cover in this short video, and it's already run on too long. So please be sure to look in the Program and Reports book and go on to www.ac2024.org to get all of this information and more. We will live stream the annual conference meeting, so if you can't come to Lake Junaluska but you want to keep up with it and participate in worship and business, there will be a link on our webpage that you can live stream and touch base with what's happening. We hope that the clergy members of the conference will help the lay members know what to expect and how to prepare. Conference information is being posted online really about daily this time, so please be sure to check regularly about what new information you need to know about annual conference. We look forward to this time together, and we will see you at the lake.